I have is Tesla. Sorry, guys. Fat Man Zoom special. They keep giving me information, so I have to keep bringing it to the channel, and I think this is pertinent information. They just announced that they're rolling out their subscription for their full self-driving, which just went beta version 9, which is great news. So subscription model, for those of you that don't know, the only way you sign up for full self-driving, and it costs $10,000. So really, when you buy a Tesla, you have the option to pay $10,000, and when full self-driving comes out, you have access to that. Now, the case is made, well, why would you buy it if it's not fully sort of like rendered, is because they're saying that the price is going to continue to go up.
Yeah.
So $10,000, some people get a little bit of sticker shock behind that. $199 a month subscription service, which essentially equates to a little over 4 years. You can cancel anytime. I love this, and some people had mentioned about, I actually got tweeted, I'm going to bring it up as I'm talking, but I get tweeted about it. So just so you guys are aware, a couple pieces of detail, and Elon had talked about it. One, the two reasons I'm really excited about this week for Tesla is because Elon's been tweeting, and he's been tweeting some good stuff. So he tweeted about full self-driving.
Yeah.
He's also been tweeting about the Cybertruck, which gets me really excited about that, and has really hinted that they've pretty much finalized it. And so I'm not speaking to the production of it, but we're really close. And I think we're going to get more news on that. So I'm excited about that. The full self-driving. So the Teslas have autopilot, which is different than full self-driving, but autopilot is really cool. They used to have autopilot enhanced. And so the people that purchase that are able to get this upgrade at a discount to full self-driving. So that's a little bit of a benefit, and shows that are taking care of their people.
Yeah.
This is targeted, to me, this is more targeted at people who did not purchase it up front. Existing Tesla car owners, right?
Right.
Yes, they're going to sell it to people when they buy new cars, but all the new models will have access to full self-driving. We'll have autopilot already built in, but they'll be able to get this. But really, this is about the people that have cars and they're like, I don't want to dish out $10,000 right now. I think this is a great option for them. And so one of the things that, so this is from Biker Brian. Shout out to Biker Brian for tweeting me. And he wrote this, and I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to bring it to the crew. He had mentioned that this is still a lot of money for each car a month.
Yeah.
And I understand what you're saying if you look at $200. I disagree. For what you're getting, what he had mentioned was not only the cost, but really he was saying he doesn't think that, like, he thinks that this is going to cannibalize the $10,000. I don't think so. I think that this is a great way to get those people who have been who didn't buy up front and are on the fence, and they're like, man, I should have got I don't know if I should have got it or not.
Yeah.
And they're going to spend this $199. It also breaks out a whole new revenue category for them. And we've always talked about on the channel, companies that offer subscription recurring revenue will take all day, every day. So this is why it's great, Brad. You buy the 10,000, and fact check me, guys, because I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. You buy the 10,000, it comes with the car.
Yes.
You sell that car, the next person gets that.
Correct.
The $199, you sell the car, the next person pays the $199.
Yeah.
If they want, they don't have to, but that's money that's going to continue to come. And so over the lifetime of the car, you can get well over $10,000. So I love this move, incrementally increasing that over $200. Eventually that's going to cost more, especially when they release it. And when they actually release it and people start seeing, especially the city streets, because that's 2 versions later, I think it's 11, he said they would have it. When they can navigate streets, city streets, full self-driving, and people see that it works, everybody's going to jump on board.
Yeah.
So I love Tesla. Sorry I ran my mouth on this, but I'm excited about this full self-driving. There's only more news that's going to come out leading into their earnings.
I think with this too, the full self-driving, it may be an expense that fleets may not want to pay for. So then they can opt out. And then if their lease is up, the next person that leases that vehicle may want it. So I think that there's definitely instances in which it makes sense to either have it or not. And so this at least gives you the option. And then, like you said, it gives Tesla another opportunity for monthly recurring revenue. So Also, it is very important to note that this is the second week in a row that Tesla's been on Stockwatch Sunday, which means it's a big deal. Looking at the chart, though, I think this actually looks pretty good. It's been pretty clear that 546.98 was the bottom for Tesla, and it's been trending up ever since. It's now been doing really well at holding up above the 200-day moving average, and has corrected again on Friday back to that 200-day moving average, which actually is kind of diverging with the 50-day as well. So this actually looks good for a possible area of accumulation. I like it around 630, so if it decides that it wants to come back down there and retest at 630, I myself at Manzoom might actually be into this as well with the public Chaos Crew account. So I think that this looks like a really good setup, and with the full self-driving stuff, I think this is actually a really good catalyst.